Today's 855 day that I'm here to listen to learn. I'm learning how to support your dreams, your goals, and allow you to become the person that you want to become. Today we speak about misdirection. I think a lot of times people are misdirected by themselves, by other people, and they will share topics and areas that we could potentially be misdirected. And of course, the sooner we catch it, we're able to realign ourselves and move to the direction that we're supposed to go. So number one is pursuing career just for prestige. Pursuing a career just for prestige. I have been there, done that. I thought that I want to be a CEO because I wanted to have a nice car, I want to have a nice office, I want to have a leader position. But I realized that success is what you get, but significance is what you give. So I started pursuing exactly what is allowing me to make a meaningful impact. Because at the end of the day, my three most important values are health, family, and significance. And I want to make sure that what I do is aligned with that. And I guess at the beginning I was misdirected, but after that I was able to realign myself and move forward where I want to go. Number two is conforming social norms. Conforming social norms. And a lot of times it's just really going to school, finish the school, get a good job, buying a house. Those are social norms. That's what most people are supposed to do. Just finishing education, going a job, and buying a house. Now, those are great things. Those are great things, but it depends on those are social norms. And might be that you are not fitting in social norms. Might be that you're going and traveling a lot and starting a business and you're living with your parents or whatever it is, and you're really focusing on building yourself, building a business, rather than living in social norms and being okay that you will be between those 1% who is not fitting in social norms. Number three is materialism over well-being. So that means that a lot of times people are really focusing on making money, not just for really serious reasons, just to really have some nice things. And what is the reason of those nice things? Now, I truly believe that when we buy things, materialist things, we need to really invest our time to our active income to really buy assets, passive income, and then with the passive income be able to buy luxury things. And then a lot of times people buy luxury things with active income and they work very, very hard for that material things. And of course, sometimes they sacrifice well-being because of that. Number four is fear of failure. I think that a lot of times people are misdirected to wrong direction because they are just fearful, afraid of failure. And we realize that failure is part of success, not different, because the other side of success and failure, where just success and failure is one side, other side is quitting. So that means when you realize that, you're not afraid of failure, you're afraid of quitting and regret of not taking action. Number five is unfulfilling relationships. A lot of times people get misdirected because unfulfilled relationships. They spend so much time in relations that is not fulfilling them, and of course they're not able to pursue things that really could potentially matter as well. So that we need to be very, very careful. Are we misdirected? Because sometimes we want to be loved. And because we want to be loved, we do things not based on our values and who we are, but based on what will be accepted. There's a massive, massive, massive difference between doing who you are and doing what will make you be accepted. Number six is ignoring passions. That means that you potentially could neglect your passions because of financial stability. You're doing a lot of things to really make money, but you never focus on what you really want. That is one of the fastest way to unfulfilling life. Because we always need to ask, how we're able to truly look and find the way how we could improve our lives based on passions, obsessions, and really making sure that we're able to include the things that we love, not just the things that we do only just to make money. Number seven is comparison to others. Comparison to others could misdirect us into wrong direction. Sometimes we potentially could do things because other people do and we want you to achieve some certain levels, but really comparing yourself with others, it might be that you will stop you from your own path. And now your path could be slower at the beginning, but it leads to very massive growth. But if you're trying to follow other people linear growth, it might be that you will never outgrow other people because it's just always comparing yourself. So you need to compare yourself to yourself, not to comparing to yourself to others. Number 8 is lack of self-reflection. It might be that you will be misdirected because you just never reflect on yourself. It's a massive thing. When you're able to reflect who you are, how you want to live, where you want to go, it's much easier to really point yourself, direct yourself to the right direction. But if you do not reflect, it's very hard to really understand where you're going and if this place where you're going is the right place. Number 9 is the external validation. External validation. People a lot of times do crazy things just to be validated, acknowledged. I think that's the most important part, is just to really be acknowledged for the things that you want to do. The most important validation is validation by yourself. Because if you're getting external validation but you never get validation by yourself, that means it's not sustainable. But if you are able to like yourself, validate yourself, acknowledge yourself, appreciate yourself, that's the most important part, and you will not get misdirected because of that. Number 10 is unhealthy lifestyle choices. That means that when you really neglect your physical and mental well-being, sooner or later you will be misdirected because of mental issues, physical issues, and will not be able to do the things that you want because you never focus on the things that matters, and that is lifestyle, making sure that your well-being is taken care of. Because a lot of times when people are not taking care of their physical health or mental health, it's not that it reduces slowly. A lot of times it crashes. And when it crashes, you drop everything. So that means that sometimes it's just giving your 1 hour a day to exercise and take care of your well-being could take care of your health for years and years. But if you don't neglect and you don't give that 1 hour, at some point it might be that you will give 24 hours for well-being and physical health. Number 11 is mindless consumption. This is massive misdirection. People said, oh, like I just will watch Netflix, I will watch Instagram, YouTube, just for 5 minutes, for 10 minutes. End up being hours, and then when you think about really a year, it's end up being days, weeks, or even months spent on mindless consumption. And this is a really misdirecting a lot of your actions, of your thoughts, of your really making sure that you are pursuing something meaningful. Number 12 is ignoring personal values. So it means people are misdirected because they pursue other people's values, they do something other people want to do, but really ignoring personal values is one of the fastest way, again, to misdirect your life. Because we always need to align our actions based on our values. Is this action is aligning who I want to become? Is this action aligning who I am and where I'm gonna go? Because when you say yes, this is, of course, able to direct yourself in the right path. Number 13 is our emphasis on security. Security is important, but really being able to focus on the really things that really matter, on what really matters, obsessions, passions, really making sure that you're working towards something that is meaningful, joyful, fulfilling. Because security will never give you the things that you want. Security will not give you goals, never give you dreams. So that means you always say that what will give me the result that I'm looking for? That means that consistent growth will give, not security. Number 14 is procrastination. Procrastination is a massive misdirection. So that means when you think about, okay, I need to take action, but I will think about, maybe I will do that a little bit later, maybe tomorrow, so that means you will be misdirected in a long run. So it means it might be that you will quit whatsoever on the things that you want to do because you always procrastinate. And you start to lose hope that you will not be able to do the things that you want to do because you constantly procrastinate. So procrastination is one of the things that reduces your confidence, because you think that if I'm procrastinating all the time, I will never be able to start. And people quit on their dreams and they are misdirected in their life because of that. The last one is lack of goal clarity. This is powerful as well. People are misdirected easily because they don't have clarity. When you have clarity, there is nothing blurry, you just go directly where you want to go. But when everything is blurry, you're looking around and trying to understand where you're supposed to go. And a lot of times, because there is no clarity in goals, people will go to the wrong direction because they just hoping that will get clarity. Now, I know one of the best way to get clarity is taking action and moving forward, because then all fog disappears a lot of times when you're in action. And just standing and waiting until clarity will come will never happen. So that means when we really want clarity, we take action, moving to one direction, and then pivot accordingly. But of course, clarity is one of the most important things when we think about really achieving our goals. And those are probably some more things that people are misdirected, and the reasons why people are misdirected, and we need to be very, very careful, because it's very easy to be misdirected, and sometimes you will need months, years to go back to the pathway where originally you wanted to go at the first place. So I hope you choose to win, and see you tomorrow.